The problem is when I first started making content, I really didn't know where to begin. Do I need some kind of DSLR or some kind of mirrorless camera? I don't even know what kind of microphone I'm supposed to use. I really had no idea where to start. But in my research and also through trial and error, I've come to realize you can start out with something as simple as the cell phone in your pocket. Videos that I would watch, there would always be something that was always said. Audio is just as important as video, if not, maybe even more. People can tolerate watching a video that's not so great, but they can't tolerate watching a video that sounds like. So I got that information and I came up with a little dialogue and I decided to go ahead and start filming. When I started going on this journey of creating content with my phone, I quickly realized I needed a few things. There's 3 things that I think every single creator should have. 1, I think you should have a tripod. It's so important to have a tripod so then you can set your camera. So that way you're not doing something ridiculous like getting your phone, propping it up against some books, and that way you can get the perfect angle. And you don't have to spend a lot on a tripod. You can get them for as little as like $15, $20 on Amazon. You don't need something super strong to carry something as simple as your phone. The only thing you want to be concerned with is, can it rotate horizontal or vertical? So that way it fits the format, whatever you're doing. So the other thing that's important is a microphone. When you have a microphone, there's all these different things that you have to think about. Are you going to do a podcast setup where your microphone is exposed? Or do you need to have the ability to vlog? Another option for microphones that I think is super usable is having something as simple as a lavalier mic. You can pick them up for like $5 to $10. So this right here is a lav mic, and all it is just a wired mic that you plug into the back of the phone, and it gives you pretty decent audio and a lot less stress. The third thing I would suggest, if you can afford it, is to get some studio lights. Just a softbox light package. You can get them for like $50. And that one I think is something that you can get away with not using, especially if you're shooting outdoors or you're next to a window, some kind of setup like that. But if you're going to be shooting in a spot where you're consistently there, I would really suggest having studio lights, so that way your video always kind of looks the same and you know how to color correct it and fix it and post. And I feel like it's a consistency that would be helpful. The one thing that you want to do as you go down this content creation madness is that you don't want to have to worry about all the tech involved. The last thing you really want to worry about is the video quality or the sound or the lighting, anything like that, because the most important part that you need to focus most of your energy on is truly the video itself. What is your story? What's the point you're trying to get across? And do you think anyone will even pay attention to what you're saying? I know for myself, when I first started, I solely used my phone, but as I got more into it and I enjoyed actually making videos, I thought to myself, why don't I invest myself a little bit and just pick up a used mirrorless camera and go from there? I know it makes no sense at all, but in my mind, having a dedicated device to actually make the videos gave me a little bit more drive and more interest in actually learning how to use it. So ultimately, I ended up learning about exposure, ISO, f-stop, things like that, and it's made my videos just a little bit better every time. I'm still far from being very good at this, and I'm just learning just like you guys, but the fact is, there's a lot of information out there to give yourself a chance to actually produce something that's pretty decent. I think the most important equipment that you'll need in order to start your journey into content is having a pen and having a piece of paper. Get down the ideas out of your head, put them down on the paper, and just figure out what kind of story you want to tell. The simple fact is that we all have amazing stories, but we're so set on listening to these YouTube gurus telling you exactly how to defeat the algorithm by having a video like this, a thumbnail like this kind of text, these kind of colors. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I think people just appreciate stories. And more importantly, I think they appreciate a genuine story like the one that you have the ability to tell. A good story can be told using something as simple as a phone or something as impressive as a cinema camera. I think only you can determine what kind of content that you want to create. Don't let all the hardware and minor details of exactly how you're supposed to format a video stop you, because honestly, it's pretty stressful to even put out content to begin with. Not many people are really comfortable with putting themselves out there. Don't let the hardware stop you from sharing your amazing story. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there in the world that would love to hear what you have to offer, and you can start as early as today. Just pull out the phone that's in your pocket. So I wish you the best of luck creating. I know for myself, I'm excited to see what you make, and I'm pretty sure the world is too. So until next time, like, follow, share, do something. Help your boy out. Watch another video. Peace.